Trying to go from retail to the wholesale. I stay hustling, I carry on, I'm never still. I ain't sleeping on my dreams and I never will. It's very real, where I'm coming from you never chilled. CO, they know, we know. I ain't on probation anymore, man. Suck my PO. If you've noticed in my previous videos, you've probably noticed I've had the CO merchandise. If you could follow the Carry On merchandise page on Instagram, that's Carry On at Carry On 7, spelled Carry On all together, and then the 7 is spelled 7, the number 7, EVEN. But I'll add it all in the description anyway, so you can just go and look at that if you didn't understand what I just said. And yeah, today's topic is going to be about, because I think it's very important, because when I was young I didn't do these things. I didn't really have the right guidance. Come from a broken home, dysfunctional family. My mum's mum was a smoker. Yeah, she used to smoke Class A drugs, so my mum didn't really have a good upbringing, and yeah, she tried her best that she could, I would say, with me and my sister. I have a sister as well. She tried her best, but because her upbringing was it wasn't normal at all. Like she didn't get the right love from her parents. Obviously my nan, rest in peace to my nan as well. My nan, she had a bad habit in it, so she wasn't in a right frame of mind a lot of the times. So my mum she wasn't looked after properly at all. So and yeah, I don't want to go too much into about my granddad, because he's still alive and I love him very much. I don't know what was going on in his life at the present time, but yeah, anyway, as I was saying, yeah, she wasn't loved properly at all, man. So I just think my mum was looking for love in other places, and yeah, I'm babbling on a bit, but yeah, I didn't have the right guidance. No one told me when I was a kid how important school was, and like no one even ever said to me, "Oh, don't get a criminal record either," which is quite, like, it's quite, maybe in the black community this is a thing that's quite, it happens quite often, but nobody ever said to me like don't get a criminal record, because it can affect like everything with your day-to-day life, i.e. employment, even housing. I had an issue with housing before because of my criminal record. So like, yeah, it can affect a lot of things, and no one ever spoke to me about it. So yeah, today's topic is about stay in school, stay out of the way of the law enforcement, which could ultimately end you up in prison. It will keep you grounded, like level and focused. So like it will keep you away from distractions. Like there's a lot of things going on in the world. But my advice is to any youth, just stay in your books. If you've got something that you love, like football, as I've said in previous videos, boxing, music, anything that's gonna, like, you know what I'm saying, create a path for you. Just stay focused on that. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Like, you might see your friend now, he might have the girl, he might have the jewelry and all this stuff, he might have the nice car. If you stay in school and like leverage certain things like credit, like I said, just focus on your career path. If like, for instance, if you were someone who really liked football and you just stay banging at your football, say like you're 12 or something, you stay banging at your football till you're 20, 21, you just stay consistently playing football. That guy that you saw with the girl and the jewelry and all them things there, he might be doing a few little things outside. with a gang of people, you might think it looks cool. When you're 20 and you make it, so you make it professional, football, boxing, whatever you stick at, even if you stick, like I said, certain careers, like I'm not gonna say the main ones like doctor, like that, like, or lawyer, like, cool. A lot of people probably want to go for them career options as well, and they're probably just as hard as being a footballer or a boxer or something, if not harder. Like I can't imagine the work that a doctor and all them people need to really go through at uni, because I ain't done it myself. But yeah, so if you stick at it, like I said, normal jobs, like say if you become a manager at Asda or something like that, I don't really know what salary a manager is on at Asda. After this I'm gonna research it so I do know, to be honest, but I guarantee, like, if you stick at your career, whatever field you're in, by the time you're like, and I said 20, 21, let's that's a bit early, let's say about 26, 27. By the time you're 26, 27, you'll realize that staying in school and sticking at what you did was a whole investment. And by the time obviously you reach that age, you would have experienced a lot of things and you would have learned a lot of things, so you'll be a lot wiser as well. But you'll definitely 100% be better off than people that didn't choose to stay in school and stay focused on what was best for them. Because sometimes when you give into all this peer pressure, and like, it might be street life, going out all the time with your friends, following your friends, yeah, a couple years down the line you might not be friends with them, and you might have wasted time. But anyway, that goes into what I'm saying about time as well. This is why you should stay out of prison. Time is very important. None of us knows how much time we have on this earth, or when we're gonna leave here. Time's one of our greatest assets, basically. Time you will never get back. Once it's gone, it's gone. Money, you can lose money, you can always try and get it back, but time, see, time, there's nothing, there's no greater gift than time, really. Even when you're, from when the minute you're born, your mum, she gives you, like, your mum and your father, your mother and your father, they gift you life. That life has a time span, so there's nothing more precious. So yeah, man, that being said, stay out of prison. Unfortunately, again, made a lot of mistakes in my life. I'm sat here, I'm saying unfortunately a lot, but yeah, man, we don't sit around and regret about the past, because the past is called the past for a reason. I'm here in the present, which is a gift. Sorry to my viewers if you think I'm babbling on a bit as well, but yeah, man, you should definitely stay out of the way of law enforcement, because, like, basically we all have a clean slate in it. We all have a clean slate when we're young, and a criminal record basically dirties that slate, which can affect a lot of your options in life. Can affect career options, could even affect housing. I've had a problem previously before with housing, where the police was trying to release a lot of my documents to housing officers, etc, etc. Stay focused, do what's best for you at all times, and stay away from prison, definitely. There's nothing fun about prison, nothing cool about prison. A lot of the times, yeah, like, what's the word, prison is idolized, and I think, like, to be honest, I just think, like, and I don't want to be a hypocrite as well, because probably at times in my life I've done it as well. I'm not going to sit here and lie, but that's because within our community and within our culture, it's like people make it look cool, innit? Like, it's rapped about, it's in the movies, all of these things. But I'm here to tell you now, fam, it's not cool. Yeah, see prison, fam. It's so easy like within a split second, fam, you can do something, yeah, and then catch a big case. Do you get what I'm trying to say? End up 5 to 10 years in prison, fam. Like so quick. And one thing anyone can tell you, fam, I'm telling you because I've been in there. It's easy to get in prison, and it's hard to get out. Like, and the reason why I say this is because you're in a place where there's so many other criminals, so much testosterone. Obviously, if you've been in gang life, then there's other gang members that you might like encounter and have problems with, stuff like that. So anyway, if you're fighting, you've got to defend yourself or whatever. Things happen in prison, innit? And you catch a case, that's instantly extra time upon the time that you got. So that's why like I say, it's easy to get in there and it can be hard to get out. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You could I've even seen people inside that they're in there because they got caught for something, and then when they got caught for that, now a whole like other charges start coming from their past. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And obviously, like, your life's not in your hands when you're in prison. Basically, your life's not in your hands. It's like the judges, obviously, from when you're at court, the judges took your life out of your hands from there. Then it's like you're in Her Majesty's prison, so you're under Her Majesty, the government, and stuff like that. Like, even when you go to jail, like, this is what happens, fam. Like, in jail, anyone that's been there, you know, prison, you're not addressed by your first name. You have your prison number, like your identification card that will be on your door. It will be your prison number. Like, for instance, my one was, I'll never forget as well, A0358AR. So and then it will be your last name. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's like it's like you're basically in a warehouse and you're a product. Like, you're not part of society anymore. You're part of, I don't know, that place, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, but anyway, definitely stay away from jail. There's nothing good about it, nothing at all. Obviously, when you're in jail, they have rehabilitation services, etc., etc. So you can do education in there, utilize your time well, which I did. Fortunately, when I was away as well, I have a lot of certificates. Like, so that's where I received most of my education, to be honest. So yeah, it's not always like, sometimes you can turn a negative, you can, well, not turn a negative into a positive, but you can get a positive out of a negative situation if you have the right kind of mindset. But yeah, man, you definitely shouldn't think that there's anything cool about going to prison. 100%, man. There's nothing cool about going to prison. Even when you get out, if you end up going there for a serious offence, yeah, your past can then continue to haunt you. Like, obviously they say that you, like, if it was over a certain amount of time, that you was inside, that you should declare certain things, but you know how it goes, in it. I'm not gonna. Thank you to everyone for watching. More content coming soon. As I said, stay in school, stay out of prison. I'll do more topics, going deeper into why prison isn't cool, because I think it can be elaborated on way further. So yeah, thank you for watching. More coming soon.